All right. What's up, YouTube? It's your girl, Wicked Mother Freaking Angel tonight. Y'all know how it is. I can't be an angel all the time, but it is what it is. Welcome to the building, my beautiful, beautiful angels. I do apologize for the technical difficulties, but we are busy and ready to get this thing crack a lacking. So I'm gonna give you guys a second to come on back up in the building and yeah, we're gonna get this started. Y'all know what it is. Okay, guys. So I know I started the live, people were in there, everything, and because of I don't know, I'm assuming that I'll use my Mac. I think I was actually talking through the avatar that was in a live that had already ended. So I do apologize. I didn't know. So I had pretty much did like a 15-minute spew and then all of a sudden realized that it was a blank screen. So I'm just gonna get this started and gone back to my work because I'm not finished for the day. I'm actually doing a little bit of studying. So this live right here is to address some of the people that didn't believe I was who I said I was. Like, even though I have always been myself on here, and took pride in being so and appreciated when people were their authentic selves. I've been used and abused on this app ever since my first video, no lie. And I'm really tired of it. So I'm not going to act nice. I'm not going to leave anybody alone. I'm not unless I see fit to do so. I don't bully people. I don't harass people. I'm not stalking anybody. But what I am going to tell is my story. And part of my story are some things that were told to me that I just don't believe. That's what this is about. So, shout out to all my members. I want to thank y'all for believing in me, supporting the channel, and just watching me consistently. I really do appreciate it, and I think very highly of y'all. So, I've heard from the grapevine that the little toddler, okay, the little toddler was basically alluding to the fact that I had dropped some information that was told to me by Erica some time ago, about a month or so ago, and I didn't. I said that even though people had disrespected my children, I wasn't going to do the same. I said that even though I protected people's children, people talked and lied about mine. I said that since people had used me to build them up, yet they only tried to defame my character when I did nothing wrong, I still was going to have respect and not say all of the vicious rumors and things of that nature that were told to me. Well, that day is over. That day is over. And this is a new day. And in this day, this is my story. And I don't care if it does take people a month and a half to follow along and say the same information that I've already said. I'm still going to be who I am. And it ain't a damn thing anybody can do about it. It made me who I am this far, and I like it. Okay? Let's be clear. So, one of the things that was told to me was that, hmm, well, let's back up. Let's tell it like it should be told. One of the things that I found out, of course, when I saw Erica on that panel, trying to convince everyone to unfollow me, that I was not a loyal friend, that I was some kind of scammer and had introduced her to a scammer. I saw just how far she'll go to lie and belittle someone, put them down, and not give a daggone about them. Hey, Rich, I'm glad you made it back, sweetie. My bad. I do apologize for the technical difficulties earlier, but I was just running my mouth, dropping tea. So I just started now. You haven't missed anything yet. You came at the right time. But yeah, so anyway, when I saw just how easy it is for her to tell vicious, made up lies, I said to myself, I had been right, you know? I try and use discernment, but I am only human. I joke about being an angel, but come on. I mean, really. I am just a human, just like everybody else. But my third eye is well developed, and I do sometimes feel very empathetic type of energies. And I do sometimes, know to go with my gut, like a lot of you should. Okay. And the thing is, I was told so many things over the course of the year that were just horrible, detrimental. And one of these things I'm going to be revealing in a second. I'm going to try and let people get a chance to come up in here. Hey, Minnie. So sorry, guys, about the technical difficulties as you come in, but I'm just getting started. So the thing is, right? When Love by Erica and I found out that we had big people that were actually paying attention to our channel, we made a pact with each other that whoever made it the farthest would build and bring the other person up. And as you guys have seen, I introduced her to someone that's really in the industry and really was helping her to go after some of her dreams. But what she was doing was snaking me, trying to get another man, old man at that. No offense to my mentor, but he's out of my dating range and I'm twice her age almost. But the thing is, that's the pact we made. And it was in that she confided in me this story and told me about how she grew up. And it had me in tears. She was telling me all about how her mother had pretty much allowed her to get, messed with by her then boyfriend. And it broke my heart because these are things that plague our community. These are things that young ladies and even young boys have to deal with. And it's sickening. It's absolutely sickening. And she told me this story about it, and I have talked briefly about it. So that is why I went so freaking hard this lady. That is why I wanted her to get help for herself and be better. But all she wanted to do was bring me down just because she's so miserable and found out that she couldn't trick my friend like she had tricked other people. She couldn't get me to do the things for her that she wanted me to without me agreeing, without me feeling it. And once she started disrespecting Crier like she was and putting it down and letting it be known she wanted other men, well, I wasn't going to be up on YouTube anymore talking about he needed to buy her a ring. So she tried to throw me out like trash, trash that she showed and proved she is. She gets around wanting to say she's a Christian, this and that, but truthfully, girl, I think you really did use your mother as your first mother freaking victim. It makes no sense that your stepfather would have harassed and messed with you sexually, and now all of a sudden, y'all are about to spend the holidays together. When you get pregnant, your mother was the first person that you went to, as most children do their mothers. That makes no sense. Not with the story that you told about your mother. And y'all, she already admitted that it was a lie to the police and to the counselors and things of that nature. So she was taken out of the household, but then she recanted her story and told about how she made up the lie. So they put her back. That's the truth. But what y'all don't know is after that, she then went on and told me this horrible story about Cryer's son. Not the preteen one, but the older one. The one that she wants to, of course, please and be around. The ones that despise her. Now, everything I'm going to tell you guys is, of course, alleged because I don't know if it's true or not. I can only tell you what was told to me. And because that little chipmunk weasel, okay, of a YouTuber wanted to insinuate that I've told this story, okay, and I know I haven't, I figured, you know what? I'll talk to my members about it. I'll talk to y'all about it because it was that bad. And I want to show why. I'm sorry, but Mucka is not there for it. Even if the child is his, he's not running and jumping, ready to just spend time with the child because he knows how horrible she is of a person. He doesn't want to deal with the lies that she's willing to tell and how far she's willing to go to bring somebody down when she can't get her way. Y'all, she alluded that they were working with the cartel or that the cartel might actually want to do something to them. She alluded to the idea that they were stupid for not wanting to be around her because she is the one that is trained. She even bragged about giving a felon, a convicted felon, a person that spent years in prison because they were a freaking crackhead, okay? A freaking crackhead robbing people and went to prison, a gun, allegedly, so that they could protect themselves. And she talked about how they should want to meet her because of that. And she talked about how stupid they were because she told me, y'all, she told me this story saying that Mucker's brother was some big kingpin and was very connected to these big old people, these big scary monsters, and that he had threatened to do something to, you get it? The I don't know who I'm talking about, y'all. I don't have to say real names, do I? The family that she wants to be so much a part of. The ones that despise her. She talked about how Mucker had threatened her to have something done to them and hit her alleged baby father's children. She told me that someone had went into their house with man or tried to get into their house, excuse me. She said that they had jumped the fence somehow, that they stayed in a gated community, but somehow or another, these people that appeared to be very bad henchmen had gotten on their property, okay, and the family started shooting at them. And she bragged about how stupid they were because none of them were really trained and none of them knew what they were doing because no one was injured and that the people got away. And she talked about how her alleged baby's father went home and how he was told that a truck or a car, I think it was a truck, had been circling his house and staking him out. And I'm not the only person that she told this to. She obviously told that critter that she thought was her friend. Because now the critter was alluding to the fact that I've told this story on YouTube. And you guys know I never have. And she talked about how it could have been Mucker that set it up. And that would be the reason in which that family should want to deal with her. Sort of like, well, they better come together to know how to take care of Mucker. But you all didn't hear any of those stories. And I don't know if the story is true or not, But what I do know is that family did move out of their larger house that same weekend she told me that story. And all she cared about was getting an opportunity to be around that freaking family. So when I get upset, okay, and I'm going off and I'm going on about what a liar she is and checking her on the lies and cussing the AB, it's only because I really thought she was trying to be mother freaking better. And I got hoodwinked. She's obsessed with them. She's obsessed with them. And she uses him. That's the truth. She wants y'all to believe that it's all about her, 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 her. And she uses decent people. It's not right. We could have been having amazing shows. We could have been doing amazing content where we heal as a race, as a generation. Look at what's going on in our world, for God's sakes. It's way more important than some goofy ass woman who hasn't even lost her baby weight trying on freaking wedding dresses. It makes no sense at all. And even though, I protected them, even though I took up for their children, even though, I worked for them for $0, only friendship. And what I thought was an organic friendship, but was just being used, I still never told that particular story. But the truth is, I think all of her stories need to come to light because I really think that this girl is sick for real. Really do. And I feel partly responsible. When I met her, she was ready to leave YouTube. Felt like she couldn't go any further on there because so many people had called her out on the things that she had done to people over the years. And she was ready to go back to working. Excuse me, y'all. I still have a cough. I ain't been the same since that 19. So that's why I won't stop. That's why I'm going to do my own content, of course. But that's why I'm going to stay on their heads. And I'm going to look at every single thing she says with a fine tooth comb. Because I know what it is she's willing to do to get her way or to make people that, tell her the truth and won't put up with her BS look. She alluded that Mucker sent a hit out on that family, for goodness sakes. She alluded to the fact of, well, either that or that family might have their hands into stuff that they shouldn't mess with. Now, does that sound like someone who's working on themselves? Especially the idea that she could say that they doing those things, but she still just wants to be around them. And it's not going to stop. That's the truth. A lot of the stuff J. Michael said in his video, his last video, it was called Erica versus Love by Erica. It was very true. She's definitely battling herself. She needs to get out of her own way because all of the people that have come along that have tried to help her, who she snaked, and I'm sorry, but the little muskrat was not one of them. The muskrat never liked her. The muskrat doesn't like herself. The muskrat just wanted some content. And it was an easier sale for her to get my subscribers if she pretended to like her than not. And that's the truth. But all of us, such as even J. Michael, Carl, myself, Jay's reaction, many other people. We came because we thought she needed a friend. Martin Lewis, Diamond. We thought that she was a hurt young lady that, was getting attacked because, of course, once she lies on someone, what are they going to do other than go to the grave defending themselves and trying to prove to people who and what she's really about? Do you feel like she's the reason everyone don't like Bucker? I mean, I seen nothing wrong with him and Latoya being together. They owe Erica no loyalty. Laugh out loud. Well, Minnie, let's be real. Let's be real. If we were in her shoes, that can't be easy to watch, That can't be easy to watch. But it does come a point where you've got to realize that, look, this is what it is because she shouldn't have been so quick to be with these men. We all remember the videos of when she and Crier first started collabing, and then less than 3 months later, she was pregnant and doing those videos talking about being pregnant. She doesn't even give herself time to know who these people are, and it's sad. It's like what she's trying to get, she's not going to get. She doesn't know how to love herself. I mean, I don't blame her for disliking Toya. I don't blame her for hating Toya. Toya told her a new behind. Let's be clear. But we don't know what all was said behind those scenes. You get what I'm saying? I think that's her karma, you know? I just think that now this is a new day because all has been said and that baby's been born. And I just remember like clockwork how she called me and just be like, "Well, can I ask you a question, Miss Wicked? If it's a boy, do you think Mucka that she called him Rican? Do you think he's gonna care?" And I tell her honestly, no, I don't. I don't think it's gonna change his mind if it's a boy or a girl. You know, the way that he reacts and acts with Toya, he never acted with her. He never gave her that type of energy. He always showed that he was really not wanting to be with her, and you just don't get to go around, open your legs, and, grab men up left and right and think it's going to all be okay. We don't live in a world like that. And we're women. We know men will say anything, to get what they want. And I do believe it was just supposed to be a business endeavor with a little friends with benefits. The same as Lance, the same as Liar family. Nothing more, nothing less. They didn't want children. They wanted a good time and they wanted to make money on YouTube. I just think he was being an average man. He saw some little, a new girl wanting him. He saw what she could bring to the table, and she was bragging, making it seem like they had this and they had that, and that Liar family had this and that. Because remember, when she met him, Liar family was making decent money. He was having, great numbers. But that's all it's been about. It's all it's been about. I don't know though. My thing is, I'm just over it. I just don't want to see, the little weasel come out with that saying that I said it months ago and I didn't. No, I said it tonight. And I said it to my members. And for any of the people that bought a membership that don't support me, well, good. Now you know another lie that she told. I don't care. See, that's the difference. That's the difference. I'll tell you what I did wrong. I'll tell you what I do wrong because that's what being an adult is about. It's about being accountable, not about just telling lie after lie after lie after lie, manipulating people, using people, playing on their heartstrings. That's just like the Mama Jones thing. Now she wants you to believe that she and Mama Jones are so close, like she's got a YouTube friend. And Mama Jones doesn't have a clue who she's dealing with. That's what she does. She cries constantly. She's obsessed with Toya. She calls people all over the night, talking their head off about Mucka and Toya and how bad she feels. And she has these little children, so you can't help but feel a little bad for her. But that's the trap. That's just the trap. She's not feeling bad for the kids. Yes. And then bragging about giving Liar family a gun when he's a whole felon. Come on. And she just knew that that was going to be her entrance into that family once again. So I don't know if that story is true, y'all. I don't. I just know it was told to me and other people behind the scenes. And yeah, that is the reason why a lot of people don't like Mucker. And it's sad. That man did not abuse her, y'all. She lied. She told all of us that her manager was on the phone. That's what she told us. But the truth is, she attacked him. He got her up off of him, and then he wanted nothing to do with her. You know, he saw just how bad it could get because through that, she then came on here and convinced the world, even Liar family, that she had been abused. So I don't know. I don't know when I'm going to stop talking about them. I don't know. All I know is for them to go up on her panel and tell lies about me, saying I'm a stalker, saying I'm homeless, saying that I was going to jail, saying that I was calling all times of the night when I showed proof of he was calling me at like 4 a.m. And that had been our report for the whole time. And I only tried to help. And I certainly don't want that man. I ain't trying to be funny, but baby, baby. I can do way better. I do way better. Okay, let's be clear. The only reason why I even dated that Tari little dude was because I got tired of dating powerful men who wanted to control me. They had a lot of money, they had a lot of power, and I got sick of it. So I tried something different and found out that different doesn't make it better. But that's my own story. My story would never be to go and pretend to be friends with someone, take up for them and their children for over a year, only to be scheming and wanting their alleged baby daddy. Come on now. Give me more credit from that. I'm a grown ass woman. I don't play games like that. Yes, Minnie. If you watch that video again where she got mad at him because he didn't go in on Toya like he wanted to, one of the first things he said was she wasn't innocent. And that's what he was talking about. The fact that she had everybody thinking that he had abused her because Crier knows that that was a lie. And Crier also knows that she's had, relations with other men, which is why he understands of why Mucker wanted a paternity test. And even though he won't say that on YouTube unless he gets mad, we've heard the videos that she recorded. Why else do you think he was wanting to fight Lance? Why else do you think he didn't go like that in on Toya and Mucker? And most importantly, why do you think they don't live together? It's a lot to this story, y'all. It's a lot. Well, I'm gonna be real with you, Rich, because if you look at him, I would not take it as someone who dealt with their drug problem. And I think that is the one thing she never released on him. Even though she recorded all those videos and everything else, she never talked about a drug problem. And I think that that's what it is, allegedly, because I don't know it to be true or not. I don't know. But what I do know is something's wrong. He'll flip on her, he'll tell the truth about her, and then next thing you know, he'll do a video collab with her. Like he's afraid, very afraid. And sometimes he just doesn't look the same. Let's say that. And he had a hella drug problem. That's how he ended up in prison. So, with that said, I think that that's what it is. That's the one thing she still has never revealed. I'm sorry, it gives me junkie vibes. But that's their life. They can do whatever they want to do. But when he tried to lie on me, when all I said was he should apologize, oh, he had me twisted. Like, oh, you got me fucked up. I don't give a damn if he had 3 million subs. I'm still gonna pop my stuff. hmm Well, he did that because AB was talking, like how she liked him, but not Erica. So that's what he does. That's the same way he did me. Same way he did me. And the thing I would like for you all to realize is everybody can't be wrong. She has not one friend, not even him. She does watch them many, very much so. All she does is eat DoorDash and watch them. Every little bit. She watches every single last person that covers them. And so does he. So that's it, y'all. That's just another one of the lies or stories that I was told about his family that is horrible. It's absolutely horrible that she wanted, I feel, somebody to leak in order to tarnish their brand. If you notice, once Crier gets mad and spill the tea, his story and Mucka's story is the same, even about the Lance situation. Exactly, Manny. Exactly. That's just like went and he did a video a couple of months ago bragging about the fact he's never called her out her name. He's never cheated on her. But I'm telling y'all, hey, I have no reason to lie. He's been with another woman for months. He definitely has called her out her name. We heard it. They just lie. And that's the sad part because being a YouTuber isn't easy because you have to be transparent. You have to give a lot of yourself to the people who support you. You have to be honest. It's people on here that are so ghetto and trashy and don't do nothing but fuss and cuss, and they have true followers. They have large followings because they are showing people this is who I am. That's not what they do. They want you to think that they're decent people, but yet they're scavengers. They'll say any freaking thing just to get some numbers. Facts, Minnie. Facts. And Mucker too. It was just too convenient for all of us to be bragging about how the baby looks just like Mucker when the truth is the baby looks about just like anybody now. Why would I'm gonna tell you how bad of a liar she is? She even lied on the back cover of her book, for God's sake. She said that she spoke all around the country. Okay? She even put her son's name as baby Drake, for goodness sake. I don't know. I don't know about y'all. I just know I'm glad that I found out. There is no reason why the paternity test that she put that paternity up, is the same one that if you go put in Google fake DNA test, okay, fake DNA test, positive result, you can find that test. That test, the exact numbers. The exact numbers. Makes no sense. So, y'all, I'm about to get up out of here. I've got some work to do before I call it quits for the night. But, hey, I just wanted to come on here, talk to my members, and let you know another one of the stories that I was told. And there's going to be more. I'm probably going to go live again tomorrow, okay? And I'm probably going to do a regular live and possibly a members only on Friday, okay? Give me a couple of time, a couple of days to kind of recoup cuz I'm working like late into the evening now. So, your girl got a lot going on. I'm trying to get my bread, okay? But I appreciate y'all for supporting my channel. I really truly do think a lot of you all, especially those of you who saw through all the smoke and mirrors and knew not to trust those lanes. Because if you notice, everything that they're saying now, I said months ago, and it's been that way. All right. So, y'all have a good night. Please be safe. I love you all, and I'll see you again really soon. Peace, y'all.